What's going on, guys? It's SpotTheOzzie here with round 5 of our Motorsport Manager gameplay career mode with Dragon Team Racing, currently starring Ahmed Delatev and Alice Wood as our two prime drivers, sitting in 3rd and 10th position, 3rd on the overall team ratings, given our points, only chasing 15 points behind Eastwood Motorsports. So we are pumped, we are prepped. I've been able to work out on our car setup for today's event. We've also had some fit departments and design to new components of the car, specifically the gearbox, which is crucial for this track. So I'm actually pretty pumped that we're going to get away with a big race today. I'm going to put both drivers in an attacking style, aggressive mode straight off the get-go, because tyre wear is our friend. With the super softs, they last 7 to 9 laps, where our fuel only lasts 6 tops. So we filled both cars up to 6. We're going to put them on the same strategy because they're going to be a little bit apart on the grid. It is a reverse grid, of course, and I want to get your opinion. Who do you think is going to win today's race? Is it going to be Charles, Valdez, Evans, Anna, Elseter, Rogers, Gatto, Calvacati, Diaz, Antonov, Wood, Trefois, John Strotter, Mello, Venenin, Jean-Pierre Gerard, Costa, Delatev, Tyler, or Stramby, who's currently the championship leader? Let me know in the comment section below. I just want to say thank you so much for the people who have been viewing these videos. You guys are the reason I am making these videos. I read every single comment and I reply to every single comment as well. As you can see, Wood gets off to a pretty iffy start, currently sitting in 12th. Delatev does the same thing, doesn't get off the start line that well, and has lost the place. So we have lost the place in both sectors, currently under chase, and a lot of pressure from Stramby. Wood falling back into 13th spot. Now this track looks like it's very dominated by the car, and we have the 7th best car on the grid according to our team stats. So we are going to be lacking in a little bit of power, so strategy is where we're going to come into play. Now, what are we going to do for strategy? I want to run a 6 lap to start off with, then a smaller stint for a second stop around, lap 9, 10, and just to get them flow out. I just want them to run an extra lap in the rest of the field so they can push away, because at the moment we are going to get banked up. So I feel like if they pit a little bit early to try and break it out to a 4th or 5th lap stop, we will be able to break away in open clean air and overtake a few people in that lap that we push out a little bit harder for. So I just want to look at the tyres. It used 10% on the first lap. So technically, if we're counting here, if we got 5 more laps of fuel, we should be good. So 5 laps of fuel, using up 10%, that's 50% to go. That will go down to 40. At the same time, the tyres will burn a little bit faster, but technically, that should go down to about 50% on that basis if it's using 10% a lap. And, or I should say 40%, but given we're on that strategy, I'm okay with that. So we might actually just go to the push mode now that we're down to 80, because the tyres are starting to burn up. As you can see down here, the tyre temp is in a very optimum range. The track grip is just going to keep crawling and crawling and crawling, so we need to monitor those two things. At the moment, we are struggling, as you can see. Wood is down in the 15th, Delatev coming last. So there's no luck for either drivers at the moment. And Shah is pushing away. Shah is pushing away. How far ahead of he? He's 7 seconds already into the lead. Let's have a look at the rest of the field. Evans is holding up Santa Ana, Valdez, Diaz, El Sadat. Someone's already having technical issues. It's Gatto, Dreyfus, Antonov, Tyler, Shinstotter. I have no pronounce. I'm probably wrecking that name. I'm terrible with European names. John Stotter, Rogers, Mello, Wood, which is us, Costa, Stramby, Gerard, Venenin, and of course, Delatev. Even though we are pushing with the driving styles of push mode for both drivers, we are struggling at the moment to do anything with it. We have, no, that was just a yellow flag for a quick crash. There is going to be no safety car. Wow, Stramby, the current championship leader, goes out of the track. That is great news for us. I can't believe it. That is great news for us. We're going to capitalize. He is going to get 1 point for the whole race. John Stotter currently out as well. Sorry, Stramby's going to get 2 points for finishing in 19th. That's how that's going to work. And yeah, that's going to be a huge benefit for Dragon Team Racing. We might be able to get into the top 2. Our target today is, of course, 2 and above for our bonus of £1.4 million, which we're going to be on the top 4. So Wood is up in the 12th position. Fighting a little bit hard. We're going to scroll in here. Gets undertaken. Tyler goes through. Tyler is the other driver that we've got to be watching as well. Currently coming second in the championship. Wood fighting hard to keep the position. Let's look at these tyres. 62%. Delatav's tyres. Wow, what happened there? He's down to 36%. Do we want to pit now? I can't believe his tyre usage is ridiculous. We might have to pit. Do we want to pit now? I think we'll go around one more time. One more time. He should be able to last. Wow, I can't believe it. He's chopped like 25% of his tyre pressures like that. He must have been in an accident. Bit of a hit. And everyone's gone in a pit except for Wood and Ahmed Delta. And as you can see, second spot. Shah's going to come out in front of Ahmed. That's really bad. He's going to hold us up as well. We're going to get banked behind. So that is terrible for us. We are definitely going to pit though. We are going to pit. We are going to push and go into attack mode and pit with Ahmed. He's not going to get the benefit of open air because he is currently under heavy. Well, I should say under heavy, under a driver who's backing him up. So we want to add 4 laps of fuel. And that will mean we will have 5 laps of an 8-lap race. Yep, I'm happy with that. Parts looking good. Nothing to really fix. Strategy, always fast mode. If you've watched me enough, I always go fast mode. We have a great pitting staff and very fast pitting staff that usually do not stuff it up. So I'm willing to take that risk. Wood at the moment, let's have a look. Do I want to pit Wood? No, Wood's in good nick. Let's put you into attack mode. We can burn up as much as we possibly want, and I think we can even go into an overtake mode. Where are we? Coordination with the straight. Well, we might just wait before we start to open up the engine a little bit. And while we're doing that, we are going to bank up Shah, which is good for Ahmed later in the race. I can't believe that he was that far ahead that he was able to pit and come out the front. As you can see, he's going to come around on 1.6, so 1.3 laps. He goes straight through. Shah eats him alive. This might be Shah's race to lose at the moment, given that he is eating away at this field. We have a bad stop for fuel, good for tyres. What is happening? Bad stop, bad stop, bad stop. Anyway, what is happening here? We are going to go do a fresh set. All the parts looking good. Fast stop fueling options, 7 laps remaining, so we are going to add 5 laps of fuel. Actually, you know what? Make that 4 laps. Let's do that. Fast forward a little bit. Wood gets around Shah. I can't believe that. Shah is able to come back on. Sorry, Wood is able to come back on the offensive and take that position back. How are we looking for fuel? Are we going to risk it? 0.3 at the moment. Might go back down to medium and keep pushing on those tyres. Delta having the drive of his life in that back paddock. That was great. The car came to the stop at 0.05 left. Is going to leave with 5 laps of fuel exactly, which is what we wanted. Could have been better with 4, but we'll deal with that. We need Wood to get out there. Wood is coming in 4th spot, so that's really good. He's going to bank the field up, which is great news as well. What are we going to do? We want to push down the top. Does he have any open air? No, he does not. He's currently trying to get his way through the field. I don't think that's going to be happening though. I think we're going to put Dalatav on a different strategy. So if we push, we go to overtake mode. Let's put him on a very aggressive strategy. If he chews up his tyres, that's going to be okay. We now have the option to pit around lap 10, possibly even 11 if we wanted to stretch it. But we're not going to double stack with Wood by doing that, by pushing him out now. And they're going to keep going around. Hey, Simi. Dylan currently struggling on those tyres. Let's go back into push mode. Let's not cook those tyres up too much. He is struggling with the tyres today. He keeps dropping and dropping faster than what Wood does with every single lap. It's kind of a bit of a funny way of balancing the fuel and tyres with this race with that happening, but that's going to be okay. Wood at the moment, how is he going? Is he closing the gap? That gap seems to be maintaining between Dyers. Shah is out in the lead by 17 seconds, so that was really Shah's race to lose, and we're going to be fighting for second spot at the moment. We're going to be fighting for second with Wood. Ahmed is, I believe, is too far behind to get in reach of that second spot. Look at the tyre difference, 40% compared to 80% for the two drivers. Wood being very good with his tyres, Daltev being atrocious with his tyre use, so we're going to go back into a neutral driving style to bring those tyres back towards him, because we still want to get an extra lap out of them. Possibly two. How is Wood looking at the moment? Wood's gone around in first spot. Shah is going to come out with a mechanical issue. He did not choose to fix it. That might be a bit of a greedy move on behalf of the team. We've seen this before, and it has ended in shambles for us every time we get caught out with that, with the car breaking down very close to the finish line, even on the final lap. It's happened before, it's happened 2 times, it's happened 3 times, but it's not going to happen 4 times, because you cannot fool me that many times. I've got my head around this game by tenfold. Daltev is currently pushing. We're going to get him to push, and we are going to get him to pit into this lap. We want 4 laps of fuel. Park condition is okay. There's no need to do any improvements. Strategy is going to be fast. Fuel options is good. Tyres, making sure we get those tyres changed. And back on the prowl now. Wood, how is he going? He's able to travel around for at least another lap or 2. I might actually get him to go into overtake mode, with the idea of pitting him the lap after the current one, seeing if we can do anything with this open air. How is Daltev going? He's currently in 5th. That is the right move. He's going to be under 1 lap of fuel left by the time we finish, and the tyres will be screaming their head off. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see how the stop goes. Gets 5 laps of fuel. Great, good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Here's excess fuel now. We only need to do 4 laps, so we will get him to push straight out of the box. As for Wood, he is going to be pitting this. Look how far Shah is up. Shah is doing... Is he catching us? That 4-second gap is currently being kept between the two of them. But, of course, we are going to have to pit again. Where we're going to come out, I don't know, hopefully second. Let's go pit. Jetta soft tyres. As for fuel, 3.2. Add 3 laps of fuel. Yep, I'm okay with that. Fast condition. We can't risk to fix anything. We could fix the front wing, but you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to let it ride out. I'm fighting for second spot. How far is second back now? Santa Ana still has to pit, so that is a no contest. So really it's from Wood back to center, it's 3 plus 12 is 15 seconds. Let's see where Wood comes out. I get Daltev to start pushing with 3 laps to go. Bad fuel stop, good for tyres. Could have been a lot better. Jeff currently goes ahead, and Wood is going to come out with 4 laps of fuel. And on the attack mode, Daltev at the moment, how is Della going? Currently in 6th, has excess fuel as well. Going to put him back in overtake mode, use up those tyres as much as he possibly can. Hoping for a mechanical issue. Hopefully Shah gets around on that last lap and breaks down. That is what we are kind of praying for. I hate to say it, but that is what we're kind of hoping for. We need to get in that second spot. We desperately need to get in that second spot. We want that bonus money. That bonus money is going to be huge for us. What is the gap? It is 5 seconds, and it is climbing. Now, Wood does not have... We're going to ignore that issue and pretend it's not even happening. Dalatev's car is currently having mechanical issues. Currently in 6th spot. We're going to get him to keep pushing no matter what. It's going to be a risk that I'm willing to take. Wood is not going to be able to get back into the top 2 unless a mechanical issue happens. Trefuis is currently pushing that gap from 4 to 6 seconds back to 7. Is Trefuis catching up ahead? What is going to happen here? We've just got to watch Ahmed. We still have 2 laps to go. Anything can happen. Any mechanical issue that Shah has could break him right here. And that would be huge for us. Where is Stramby's teammate? Stramby's teammate Costa currently in 10th. So we are going to be looking like to lead this championship after this round. Wood. 1, 2. I think we're going to be in a good window to finish it. Delatov falls back into 7th spot and is losing out to the rest of the field. This tyre digger is really bad. That doesn't matter because we have a lot of meat on those tyres. So just keep pushing as fast as you possibly can. How's the gap going? 7 seconds. So it's not getting any bigger. Ahmed 7th, closely followed by Anatov, and behind that is 6 seconds. So we're going to finish 7th or 8th, provided we don't have a technical issue. As for Wood, doesn't really have any threats around him. I might just put him... Dyers, how fast is Dyers catching? He is not catching that fast. He does have technical issues as well. Second, Trefuis also has technical issues. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just hope that they falter that close to the line that we're able to get up ahead. Hoping that our boy Ahmed does not fall to the same fate. We're going to go to high mode. We're going to go to medium mode for Delatov. Actually go back to overtake. We have excess fuel to finish for Wood. He's only got a little bit of the race to go. Looks like Shah's going to take the checkered flag though. Yes, he does. Andrew Foos is going to come in 2nd. Wood rounds off the podium for a steady 3rd spot despite not having the primary #1 car. Finishing on a really good result there. And Delatov only gets in at 8th after being passed on that last lap one more time. So I've got to be pretty happy with that. 3rd and 8th. Let's forward this up a little bit and check out our championship round. It's a shame that Shah just pulled out ahead. He got ahead early and was able to put a bit of distance between him and Evans and just took the race from there. It was his race to lose, as we said. The only way he was going to lose it was a mechanical failure or something weird happening, like a safety car bunching up the group. But as we can see, we had a pretty good strategy. 4x4, 4x3. That's what we wanted to be. As for our live timings, fastest lap. Yeah, Shah was killing it. See, we're actually really slow at that track. We're one of the slower cars when it comes to a crucial engine component. But so to come 3rd and 8th, that's actually really good for us. As for our standings, we've moved up into 2nd and 6th. Got to be happy with that. You got to be happy with that. How does this look? How does this look? How does this look? What if we put team standings? We are moving up in the 1st spot by 2 points. This is our championship now to win. We're not in a comfortable spot yet. It's not like we're Mercedes and we're absolutely putting a killing on the rest of the field like Ferrari and Red Bull. But yeah, there's not much to worry. Let's see if there's any illegal components. No one that affects us. The only people who got caught doing illegal components is Evans. Surprisingly, got the fastest lap despite being one of the slower cars, starting on pole and going all the way back. Does that also mean... No, he still gets his fastest lap of the race despite receiving that penalty. 6 places for Mello. And yeah, that doesn't really change the championship for us at all. But because of that DNF with Stramby, that puts us back into the #1 seat. Thanks very much for tuning in to round 5 of our championship, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will be filming these back-to-back episodes, uploading several up in a day. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone watching, commenting, and you know, sticking into it that they like this series, because I will keep producing these videos as long as you guys keep watching. Be sure to check out my next video, and I will catch you on the flip side.